except master warning system dim fail and overhead dim fail, which remain at full brilliance. Please press any attention getter. The master warning system test button is then released. The master warning system control switch is set to override. All captions on both the central warning panel and the central status panel increase to full brilliance. The switch is returned to norm, and the annunciators should return to their previous dim level. Finally, the overhead panel annunciators are checked. The annunciator control should be at the norm position. The annunciator dim knob is rotated and the brightness control of the annunciators is tested. The dim level is then set as required. The annunciator control switch is set to override and the annunciators on the overhead panel increase to full brilliance. The annunciator control switch is returned to the norm position, which resets all the lit captions on the overhead panel to their previous level. The annunciator test button is pressed and held. All the overhead panel annunciators should be checked at full brilliance with both filaments in each annunciator working. The annunciator test button is released, and the overhead panel returns to its previous state. The master warning system control switch is checked in the norm position before engine start. The push test button is pressed to activate the system. Please press this button. In flight, the system should be monitored at regular intervals to check the status and operation of aircraft systems. If a warning appears, appropriate action should be taken. Please press any attention getter. Post-flight, the master warning system is monitored for correct indications as systems are shut down. After engine shutdown, pull ground op should be selected. To prevent distractions during takeoff, amber warnings are displayed at the preset dim level without attention getters, audio tones, or bright up. Red warnings are unaffected. The inhibit takes place when the speed is above 75 knots, provided that the aircraft has been on ground for at least 20 seconds. It will last for 1 minute or until the aircraft is out of 1,200 feet above airfield level, whichever comes first. The master warning system monitors the dim circuits for both the central warning panel and the overhead panel. The dim fail warning does not illuminate until a failure of the dimming circuit has prevented a warning from being displayed. If overhead dim fail lights on the central warning panel, the dim control switch on the overhead control panel is selected to override. The overhead panel annunciator will be displayed at full brilliance, and the overhead dim fail warning will extinguish. When Master Warning System dim fail illuminates on the central warning panel, the operation of the attention getters, system captions, or audio tones is not affected. Why are the red attention getters and triple chime operating in this example? No, that's not the right answer. Very good. The dim control switch is set to override, and the hidden warning is displayed at full brilliance. When Master Warning System dim fail illuminates on the central warning panel, the operation of the attention getters, system captions, or audio tones is not affected. There is no indication of a failure in the central status dim control. This can only be detected when the central status panel fails to display a status or advisory indication. With Engine NT-ICE selected on, you would expect to see Engine NT-ICE on the central status panel. A partial fault in the system is displayed by Master Warning System fault. The fault may affect the operation of the attention getters, audio tones, or some of the system repeater annunciators. Therefore, it is essential that both the central warning panel and the overhead panel are monitored at regular intervals for any new indications. At emergency power level, the following Master Warning System functions are still available. Some central warning panel and central status panel annunciators, as shown, and bright up function. Left-hand red and amber attention getters. Single and triple chime and fire bell. Congratulations! You have now completed this module.